Hi guys, welcome to Gardening with Stacy. Just getting on and doing the next video for the series that we're doing that I just started. I'm calling it From Seed to Fruit. So the last video I did, we ended with we got all of the seeds planted in the seed trays. I walked you through my process of how I got, how I get them started in the cells, the depth of the peppers, the depth of the tomatoes, how I prepare the soil for growing peppers and tomatoes indoors. So now I'm just going to show you where I have them right now. And so they've been in, we planted them, let's see, a day and a half ago. So this will just be the next steps, continuing that journey, so you guys can watch and see when we get some germination happening and where they're located as well in my house. So we will just continue on with that. I'm going to flip the camera around really fast. All right, so as you can see, I have them all in my grow room, or this is my Arizona room. So we can see, we can kind of look at what I got planted. I got some, these are all going to be different types of jalapenos. And then I have a serrano, chili arbol, a habanero. We have cayenne. I did some hot chili peppers, banana peppers, some mild jalapenos, some red bells, some orange bells, some yellow bells. And then if we come over to this tray that I got some tomatoes, all the different varieties there. And I also did some asparagus, trying that for the first time. I got some lettuce growing, and of course flowers to really help all of these things. I like to intercrop a lot of flowers with my garden outside once we get that going. So here you can kind of see I have them on heat mats. So my heat mats are there. Both of them are on heat mats. I have plenty of room. If I want to do a couple more trays, I can. Here's my grow lights that I have going on. Right now, until they germinate, you don't really have to have the grow lights on. I do run mine. I run them for about 12 hours a day, and then they shut off. And we can see right here that I do have a timer. Even with that timer, so I can just push this button. Now it's on, so my lights are on. That is what, as long as I have those on, my timer set, so these will automatically come on and off. I don't even have to do anything. I have my timer set for the hours I want it to run. I have my timer set for the hours that I want it to shut off. But for shooting this video so you guys can see a little better, I will go ahead and leave those lights off. And then here we have our humidity domes. So that will just help the germination process, as well as just keep the humidity and keep the moisture in these trays. So everything's looking pretty moist. One of the most important things at this stage is just be really, really aware of what's going on. You don't want your seed trays to dry out. The seeds need to get not overly soaked, but they need to be getting wet. They need to germinate. So they need water, they need oxygen, and they need sun. All of those things are really, really important for the germination process. So I'm also, so I'm gonna pick this one out. I'm gonna just set it right here, because we can see in my tray that we're gonna go ahead and add some water here to the bottom. So I'm gonna, at this time, I'm gonna start the watering from underneath. So I'm gonna pour water in. The tricky part of this is, like, if I have an uneven surface, I need to get up here as well and make sure that I'm getting water here. So you might have to lift a couple of your trays. So we can already tell, and I can come down here and I can show you right there that I don't have this very even. The water is definitely running down, so these bottom ones are going to get a lot more water than the top ones up here, because the water is not sitting there. So more than likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my tray sideways, so that way it gets a much more even watering. So I will do the same thing to this one. This one looks a lot more even, but so I will work that out, and next time that I water I'll show you how it, well, I can see if we can do that here. So I would just flip my tray. Let's see. Do like that. So, or I could also add something just like underneath. So just that little tilt from my hand, you can see that if I just added even another like little bit, I could even add, so I got this. So sometimes even just like taking a towel and creating like a little bit of a lift on one side is going to help make that a little more even, so the water will just be able to go. I didn't get that even, so it's kind of just one of those things that I'm gonna have to mess around with to make sure that it gets, that looks. Alright, so you can see I kind of did just trying to make it even. And now if we go up here, we can definitely see that there's more water on top. It's, kind of flowing. So I'm going to start with that amount in my bottom. And again, this isn't one of those things that you might get right the first time. It's, like I said, just continually watch it. Continually, watch and make sure that your trays here, I'm gonna flip this around, make sure that you're feeling your soil a little bit. You want it to be moist. You can also add a little bit of water if you needed to ever on the top, so you're just like I said, just lightly water on the top. You don't need to drown your plants. That's why I like to use this little tool that I got from the dollar store. It's just a kitchen gadget. So I use that. That's how I top water my plants. So once I get done with that, then I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to put my humidity dome back on. So we got the humidity dome back on. So this is what it will look like, and you can see that it's just going to, create some humidity in there, kind of like a mini greenhouse. The humidity domes, they also have like these, these things up here, so you can let your air in. You can twist them if it needs more humidity. So they work out really, really good. So anyway, that is what today looks like. We can see we didn't have anything germinate yet. Again, it's only been about a day and a half since we got these in the seed trays. So I hope you guys have a great day. There we go. Oops. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you for the next video.